Hi there, I'm Tom, and welcome to A Newb Improves, quite possibly the most optimistically named series on YouTube. Today we are back playing Dota 2, and continuing on with our A to Z challenge with Leshrac. Now, I've only played a few games of Leshrac, but he seems to work best if you play him as a support who gets a lot of kills. That seems to be the best way I've found to play him. Of course, I'm kind of biased because I tend to default to being support anyway, even when I'm playing carry. And I just picked the courier there because I bought a courier and then the witch doctor bought a courier, which meant I'm essentially down a ton of gold because I could have waited, and it kind of annoyed me because the witch doctor could have then bought wards instead of a courier if he had been paying attention. Wards are something which will be important this game because there is a bounty hunter and a Ricky in this game, which is why, as you may notice, I'm coming to lane with a stack of sentry wards instead of a stack of observer wards. And it also means that I don't need to worry about placing a ward just yet, so I can fail the block, which is something I do fairly often. There we go. Not even at the tower yet and already the block's failed. I am trying to let the range creep through, but not quite getting it. There we go, that's a bit better. I got blocked by the tower. Leshrac is slightly faster than the creep, so you can save a block, and I don't think they blocked at all, so I'm guessing that that we got the advantage there. I think, anyway. They do have the long lane, so their creep should have ended up slightly farther back, but it's reasonably near the tower. It is pushing forward, but I'll try and deny regularly to stop that from happening. Right now, as I said, I'm going to be playing support Leshrac, so I'm not going to be trying too hard to get last hits. I will be focusing on denying and harassing. I will, in a bit, start getting a couple of last hits once I think that the puck has had enough farm. So I've got the flying courier queued up there. I'm essentially going to be playing hard support right about now. I haven't placed the ward down yet because the bounty hunter... Okay, he did go invis then, but the bounty hunter hasn't gone invis, or hadn't gone invis all that much, and he hadn't really focused on harassing us too much, so I was feeling reasonably confident. And I just saw him appear there, so I thought now would be a fairly good time, and I saw him go invisible there, so now would be a fairly good time to place the ward. I shall probably place it around that rock, as you can see here. I don't think I can actually draw. I could probably draw if I was in free camera. And yeah, that's definitely... I should really be putting the ward down. I guess I was a bit late on that, and I lost a lot of harassing opportunities because of it, and potentially put us at risk. But I will now just start healing up, and I think, yes, finally I put the ward down, and I see him. So what I'm going to do, I debated doing this because I didn't want him to turn around and start punching me, but what I will probably do is go into the shop and just see if I can get a couple of harassment hits on him. Not using any of my abilities just yet. Leshrac does have a bit of a mana problem, and I want to save them in case a fight comes out. But we have Split R. It is basically a stun that does up to 300 damage. And we have Diabolic Edict, which is essentially a lane pusher or a tower pusher. It will cause lots and lots of explosions on the ground around you. As you can see, it's a reasonable radius there. And Ricky's just come to lane to join us. Yeah, 500 radius, and up to 36 damage each. Kind of good to just activate at the beginning of a team fight just to whittle down their health and mana. Not their mana, just their health. And does affect buildings, as I said, fantastic at pushing towers. The one thing you need to pay attention to about Diabolic Edict is it will pick a random target from creeps, heroes, towers and so on. So there's really no point in using it on an enemy tower if there's an enemy creep wave there. You need to get someone else such as Puck to clear the creep wave, and then you use it on the tower, and hopefully you stand slightly farther back from your creep, and then, or slightly farther back than your creeps, and the creeps take the tower damage and you just melt the tower really very quickly. Third skill, I've just remembered I didn't actually use this skill at all during this game, largely because I didn't really need to, I don't think. Basically, you attack someone and then the spell will jump to nearby enemies up to 7 times. If it strikes an enemy, they are slowed, or it's kind of a mini slow, so really just to close the distance very slightly, but it can be enough in some situations. And it does up to 260 damage. 4-second cooldown and 120 mana, so you can really spam this in the late game. I don't start leveling it until the late game because I think the Split Earth and the Diabolic Edict are much more useful, especially in the kind of games that I'm playing right now. The ultimate, which is really cool, is Pulse Nova. It will cost between 70 and 110 mana to level it up, depending on not to level it up, to activate it. It costs between 70 and 110 mana to activate it, depending on what the level is. And after that, it will pulse once every second, I think it pulses. And it will drain a certain amount of mana every second, 20 to 60 mana. It will also do damage every single time it pulses, so if you've got it all the way leveled, I kind of placed that ward here. I can't do that. But I placed this ward, this second ward that I placed, it was kind of a bit far back, but the lane was pushing at this point, and I kind of wanted to have a bit more vision, and I knew that the other one was going to wear out, but it's going to leave us vulnerable if the lane pushes back. So, yeah, if you level this up, you get 160 damage every second, and it is essentially it's essentially 60 damage a pulse, 60 mana a pulse, so you're doing 160 damage for 60 mana, which is pretty good actually. I'm about to do something slightly dangerous there. I wanted to cancel the clarity, but I think I clicked on the ground initially instead of him, so I got far too close, and I tanked the tower slightly. But yes, this is also fantastic in teamfights. Activate it right at the beginning of the teamfight, because it doesn't cost much mana per second. Oop, I got a stun there. I'm not going to be quick enough to finish this off, and I need to get out of the smoke cloud fairly quickly. Did force the bounty out of lane though. I activated my Diabolic Edict there, just because if I had been a bit quicker I would have used it to get a kill, basically. So, 5 last hits, 8 denies. This is absolutely terrible farming from me, but as I said, I'm kind of letting the Puck last hit, and in fact, Yeah, let's find the puck here. 16, so the puck is doing barely any better than me. I think at this point I'm just going to steal as much farm from the puck as I can. So yeah, I was saying about Diabolic Edict, because it costs so little mana every pulse, you may as well just activate it straight at the beginning of a team fight and leave it on, as long as you've got the mana to do that. And I'm probably dead here. Yeah, I remember this one. I've got no items queued up. I tried to do a stun there, and I got kind of blocked by the puck. Now here's where I made a mistake. I do have Talon coaching me, and he's kind of yelling at me, buy items, and then I fumble around basically. And I don't buy the items in time. Like, that pause was absolutely perfect for me to queue up some items ready to buy. All I would have needed to do is mash, I think it's F5, yeah, mash the F5 button, and I could have bought probably the Sage's Mask as well as the Ring of Health. But either way, I'm not dead for too long. I'm going to come straight back down to lane. And there's a sniper here, so we should be able to push the lane and push the tower, which will be the fast tower of this match. As you can see, I may get a stun here, and I'm just gonna... okay, maybe a creep got him. Fight recap. No abilities used except for me. I don't know. I guess a creep got him, because it said that the gold was split among assists. My sentries are about to run out there, which is a shame, and Sniper is now kind of abandoning me, and Bounty's coming straight back down, so it's just gotten a whole lot more dangerous to be here. I have just gotten tracked, so I am going to max straight off. I mean, I know he can still see exactly where I am, but now I'm under tower, so he's not going to tank the tower to do this. I could have bought the Sage's Mask there. I decided to buy a TPM or sentries, because, as I said, I'm not using too many skills in lane, and I kind of wanted to have a TP on me. Now it is the Puck who is tracked, so Puck needs to stay back a bit, and I should probably use my last tango. I am still really very nervous, and we have a bounty. I did that really badly, but if I activate my skills, I should head back in about now. Okay, looks like that wasn't... not much happened there. If I was closer when I activated my my stun, then I would have been able to activate my ultimate and Diabolic Edict, and we would have gotten a kill there. It's kind of a missed opportunity. And I'm bringing a lot of healing down to lane. Probably a mistake. I will end up selling the tangos shortly, so I should have maybe just had one or the other. Probably just the salve would have done. But I didn't really know how much longer this laning phase was going to go on for. I mean, we haven't really pushed the tower all that much. There's not much health missing from it. And so I was kind of banking on farming the lane for a little while longer at least. And I was banking on the Ricky and the Bounty being a bit more aggressive now that they've leveled up a bit. Unfortunately, someone stole the courier. Either that or I didn't call the courier when I thought I did, so yeah, I won't be getting my healing just yet. I have regenerated naturally though, so I probably don't even need it. And I can buy my Sage's Mask. I'm just standing around here. I don't even know why I'm just standing around here. I don't remember doing anything like that. Interesting. I honestly don't remember going AFK at all during this match, so I don't know why I was just standing around. Maybe I was talking to Talrin about something. But either way, I'm now getting some last hits. I got my Sage's Mask and the recipe, and now my healing should come down. And there's the bounty right in there. Activated my Pulse Nova, and yeah, there we go. Activated Pulse Nova, activated Diabolic Edict. I then just stood around and waited for the Ricky to jump me, which was probably a mistake. He jumped me from the trees, so basically I shouldn't have been standing around in vision when I was low health. It's essentially my mistake. Or exactly my mistake. Either way though, that is my second death, and I did get a kill from it this time, which I think is reasonably good. Now that I have the Sage's Mask, I will grab another TP and head straight down to lane. Oh no, I do have the Sage's Mask. I built it into a Soul Ring, which is part of the Bloodstone, which I will be building next. Bloodstone, I didn't use the deny on the Bloodstone at all. Well, I tried to use it a couple of times, but I'm still not 100% on it. So I really do need to go into a bot match and practice it, because it does take a bit of concentration. And there's a PA, and there's a dead PA. PA very squishy. I don't think PA's actually been getting much farm. I have activated my Diabolic Edict. Something to note about Diabolic Edict, it will target invisible heroes, which is why I just chased after the Ricky, because I knew there was a good chance that he would get hit by it. There wasn't that many creeps around. I am low mana now. I have a Soul Ring, which is helping me regen, and at an emergency I can activate the Soul Ring and get a chunk of mana for a short period. There is a bounty right there. I am trapped again, but I'm going to hang around my sentry, and I'm not too scared of the bounty at this point. But let's check the PA. Hang on, kill. Yeah, this is why I'm not too... I didn't manage to get that kill, and I'm dead now. Yeah. I made two mistakes there. I didn't get the kill on the bounty, and I turned my back to the Ricky. Ricky has a skill which gives him extra damage when people's backs are turned to him. Yes, Phantom Assassin has 1 kill, and Bounty has none, so yeah, I was right. The PA and Bounty are very underfarmed right now. When I come back to life in 15 seconds, basically I will teleport down to the mid tier 2 tower, wander to the secret shop and grab the what is this? Energy booster. That will form the what's it called? The arcane boots. I'm forgetting every simple item name this time, aren't I? Yeah, I did buy a TP to do that, and this is when I sell my tangos, because I basically thought that arcane boots were going to be more useful to me than tangos would be. What I'm going to do with these arcane boots is to use them until I get enough money for the rest of my bloodstone. Then I'll disassemble them so I don't have to buy the energy booster again, which is, I think, a fairly common way of doing it. I get the advantage of having arcane boots for a short period, and then I get my bloodstone without spending extra money. There is another creep wave here, and Puck will do a very good job of clearing this creep wave. And now I will show you Diabolic Edict on towers. Roughly half health, and now it's no health. That's how quick it is. And there's a PA, so that's a dead PA. I did feel sorry for PA this game, or at least I would have done if I hadn't known exactly how powerful PA can be when she snowballs. Now I'll use the salve, and yeah, Talvin just wanted to know if any of the components could be bought from the side shop, and he wanted to double check. I was pretty sure it was only the energy booster, but I wanted to double check and make sure. Here I decide that I'm going to be greedy, and I wanted to farm a single wave and push it out slightly. Unfortunately, the axe came down and saw me, and that's the end of me. Also lost some gold there because I could have bought the recipe, I guess, but the rest of the items are only purchasable from the secret shop, so I couldn't buy any of that. I did send the courier down, and now I'll send it back to base so I can collect my item when I respawn in a few seconds. I believe I'm going to head to the middle layer, the middle tower, sorry, and then I will help the sniper push the tower. I think he's pretty much got this anyway, but I will give him a hand just in case, and we'll clear the creep wave. Here we go. Sniper, of course, can take towers fairly easily because he is one of the few heroes whose range is greater than the tower range, so he can essentially poke at towers without any danger of them being able to hit him. Which means the only reason he needs a creep wave at a tower is the backdoor protection, and that isn't very strong at the tier 1s anyway. So now that we've done that, we are going to head down. Unfortunately, I think Ricky's got a Dagon. I did use dust there. I'm pretty sure I actually got the Ricky with the dust, but we didn't want to chase him under tower. It will, however, allow us to see him in a second when we get vision. And now I'm just... maybe I didn't get him with the dust. No, I didn't. Oh well, we did get the tower, and I think now is a good time to back off. There is an axe there, so yes, definitely a good time to back off. And if I activate my Pulse Nova, there we go, that's another Phantom Assassin kill. And I got the axe. I almost got the Vicky, but the Broodmother cleared it up. So, pretty good. I think a really decent fight there. It's a shame that I died, but I did take down two heroes and almost took down the Vicky. So, that's a bonus anyway. We seem to have a really competent Broodmother here. Just kind of going around pushing towers and so on. I'm pretty sure Track gives the... Let's actually check this out quickly. Track's now giving True Sight, yes. So why is Bounty not attacking Brood? Maybe waiting for reinforcements? Yeah. Yeah, so Bounty could see Broodmother there. Broodmother did know that there was a bounty hunter there because I pinged the general area and said bounty, and Broodmother replied, I know. So I've got no idea why Broodmother said well, why she kind of stayed there. I've got no idea at all. But here is a PA and an axe, and I didn't get away quickly enough to get the cull, but I did have my pulse nova on. Unfortunately, the sniper didn't feel like helping me out, which is a shame. I probably could have taken the axe on. I did get the PA. I could have taken the axe on as well if I had had the sniper there tracking shrapnels and stuff. But he's holding well back, and now he's probably going to die. My camera's in a bad position there. There's the sniper dead to the bounty, and Puck is going to die to the axe or the bounty. Overall, a really bad team fight for all of us. They really want that top tower. They do have our middle tower, and we have all of their tier 1s, so I think they really need to get some towers in. But I will be joining this fight as soon as I get my bloodstone. Oh yes, I have dust. Oh yeah, of course I have dust. I used it and missed the bounty hunt. The Ricky. I missed the Ricky at the beginning of the last tower push. But I can use Diabolic Edict. In fact, I am using Diabolic Edict here. I probably should use Pulse Nova instead, but the tower is rather far away, so Diabolic Edict will be off cooldown. And I just get a stun there, which gives us another easy PA kill. And there we go, stun. I'm gonna die here for one simple reason, and that is because I thought I hit my Pulse Nova on, and I didn't. I've got to get a new keyboard. There's so many times when I hit a key and nothing happens, especially the ultimate key. I've noticed it a lot since playing Leshrac. So basically, yes, I died there because I wasn't putting out enormous amounts of damage. But I do have my bloodstone, so I used it used a couple of charges, and I'm back in the fight already. There's a bounty hunter up there. I have a single dust. I should have a bit more dust on me, really. We got the bounty hunter anyway. And I completely missed that stun. It's okay, I got most of my stuns off today. There's a Zeus. There's a dead Zeus. And there's a Ricky. I will dust. And we will manage to kill him anyway. I'm doing fairly okay with kills. I've died a few more times than I wanted to, but yeah, I'm gonna stun there, hopefully. The thing about Pulse Nova is I almost killed him, so close. He died anyway. That's one of the deaths I shouldn't have had. The thing about Leshrac is I have an attack range of 600, which is really high. And Diabolic Edict has a radius of 500. This has a distance... I don't know. What's the range on this? Come on. I really don't know. Maybe it's just line of sight. It doesn't say range. Hang on, I'm coming up. So it's got a fairly long range, but I'm willing to bet it's slightly under 600. And this has a radius of 450. So basically, my attack range is 600, but my effective team fight range is 450. Otherwise, I'm not doing the huge amounts of damage through Pulse Nova. And it's really important that I do damage from Pulse Nova because I could have pushed the tower slightly, but I noticed that there wasn't any of my team there, so I decided to back off. Yeah, Pulse Nova at the moment at level 3 it does 160 damage, and my attack damage is 94. So, as you can see, most of my damage in fights is through the spells, which means there's no point in my hero having a 600 attack range unless I'm just going to get a lucky last right click on an almost dead hero. Next item I'm building is a force staff. I think I use it about once, but that's because the game doesn't last a huge amount of time after I get it, as far as I remember. And yes, melting towers. Me and Brood both excellent at pushing towers, so that's the tier 2 gone. And yeah, I've still got a few too many deaths, but I do have a lot of kills and a lot of assists, so I am pretty pleased with how I'm playing today. I can improve, and I will improve, but overall, yeah, doing better than I have in a long time, I think. I decided to go through the river instead of through their jungle because I was feeling a bit scared. I couldn't really see where they are. And now there's a bounty. Oh, I think I managed to get 2 heroes with the dust there. Missed with the stun though, and now I'm just going to use Pulse Nova. I'm going to back off a bit. I backed off too far, and I did get the axe kill. I think my Diabolic Edict and my Pulse Nova was a bit out of range of the axe for most of that fight, but I did manage to do a fair bit of damage to him, and I did get the last hit on him. I've now got the Staff of Wizardry and the Ring of Health. I am actually getting those shipped down to me. Oh no, Brood Mothers. Okay, I will get them shipped down to me fairly soon, and I will have the recipe fairly quickly. Right. Now, me and Brood Mother again, pushing towers. I did know there was a fight going on, and I decided I was just going to keep hitting the tower for a little bit. I don't have any dust, I need to bring that down on the courier when I get my force staff. And there we go, we get the tower anyway. There is a bounty hunter there, as I said, no dust. I'm going to keep punching this catapult. I should really be punching this tower. And now I really need to be running away. I'm taking way too many tower hits. Zeus with his lightning, very high crowd clearance. Ooh, and there's a Ricky. Hello Ricky, goodbye Ricky. There we go, force staff and more dust. Once the courier returns to base, I will get it to return my items so that I can collect them when I respawn. So, yeah, another death I'm not really too happy with, but this is exactly why I make this series. It's a huge learning experience, and it lets me analyse exactly what I'm doing wrong. That is a dead sniper. Broodmother very sensibly not going in on that fight, although they probably have a gem by now. I'm pretty sure. Let's watch this fight and then I see that there's a Ricky there. I'm just going to dust. There we go. Managed to get the Ricky. Missed the stun. And yeah, use the force staff there. That's probably the only time I use the force staff. And we get the Ricky. Yeah, there's still a fight going on. Once this fight is over, I will check everyone's items because I haven't done that yet this game. Here we go, just very quickly Phantom Assassin has not very much building. I believe a Battle Fury. Not sure what the Phantom Assassin is building. Okay. Zeus building a BKB by the looks of... No, not a BKB. Aghanim Scepter, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Let's go back to me because we're actually doing interesting stuff. We've got their top tower and their barracks, and I'm going to really badly manage the shot as I put my BKB up for quick buy. Bought the Ogre Club. I meant to buy the Mithril Hammer, but it doesn't make too much difference. Let's see. Oh, there's still fights going on. Let's just quickly... Ricky has a Dagon, I thought he did. Nope, he's not looking at himself. And Axe has various Axe type things. So, me and Broodmother here, I think we should probably back off very shortly, because we are kind of alone here. Yeah, I don't have the ability to go invisible, and now I'm just going to hopefully kill the Phantom Assassin. I'm going to die to tower here. I activated my Pulse Nova far too late. That's a big shame. And I was too far. I was too deep. I shouldn't have done that. That pause didn't last long. Looks like their own team decided not to wait for their disconnected teammate. That's not gonna do you any good. So, yeah. I'm not sure whether Broodmother attacked him. Broodmother is definitely going too deep now. Yeah, that's a dead Broodmother. Bye bye. And at this point I decide that I'm not going to continue going up there, so I turn around. I guess I'm going to top lane. And I get a bounty rune on my way. I'm going to push one single wave here using my Pulse Nova, and then I'm going to back off so that I don't get axed again. There we go. Very simple. And I will probably go back down to middle lane. What else is going on? I don't think a whole lot else is going on. We're waiting for Broodmother to respawn because she's the real pusher of the team. So I think I'm about to go and farm a jungle camp after dallying about for a bit. Here we go. Into the jungle. And Broodmother's almost up now, so I can only get about one camp before they start pushing again. But it should be enough to get me a bit farther towards my BKB. I decide to try and stack this camp. I did that really very wrong. I should have entered the jungle at the top lane as soon as I pushed a wave, and then farmed the various camps until I got to middle lane, and by that time Broodmother would have been back, and I would have gotten a whole jungle's worth of camps instead of just the one. And then I definitely would have been able to get my BKB recipe. I'm not too far away from it anyway, so it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. It's just these tiny inefficiencies which it stops me kind of getting the really big items that I want. I mean, I've got 13 kills and all I've got, and several towers in fact. Yeah, we're just going after the Ricky here. I used my dust as soon as he used his Dagon, and then we just got a nice stun off him. Yeah, I've got 14 kills now and several towers, and I mean, what do I have? I have a 4-staff, a bloodstone and a BKB. I also have a gem, but that's because the Ricky dropped that when I killed him. So I decide not to go and fountain dive. I will probably help out with this kill, and there we go. I think the axe just about lived there, and the creeps got the tower, or the ancient. So that is Leshrac. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, don't feed the trolls.